Right, well, it's the thrill now, because she really is a legend, and thank you for all the texts that our guest has provoked today from you, talking about songs that have been vastly improved upon from the original. And of course, if you've not heard of Sinead O'Connor before, you certainly did when she covered the Prince song, Nothing Compares to You, made it her own, and it's a quintessential breakup song. At the end of the show, you'll hear the song that introduced me to her on Radio 1 in 1988. But here's a new single. Both and Vine, Sinead O'Connor, our latest single, and it's dead girly. Yeah. It's all about pink frocks and eyeshadow and eyeliner.
Exactly.
Do you like to do that kind of get-up from time to time?
Well, I do, except for I'm not very good at it. Plus, if you have a shaved head, makeup can look a bit gaudy, so, you know, you have to only wear a little, but,
I was bemused by the line, I'm going to pull my hair back tight.
Well, yeah, it's not necessarily me talking, obviously, in the song, you know. I suppose if I had hair, I would do it up nicely, you know that.
So you're still feeling dead romantic at this point in life, then?
Oh, yeah, but songs aren't necessarily always about yourself. Sometimes they just make you uppy. They're not really necessarily about your own life, you know, that kind of, they just make you uppy. So it's just that my two friends who wrote the backing track for that song, as soon as I heard it, I just got this image of all these girls going down the road. There was such a joyous, happy kind of sound. I just thought, this has to be a real girly song about girls getting married, you know. And eyeliner, I think I love eyeliner, so I'm delighted I got to slip the word eyeliner into a song. So that's quite good.
Have you still got, like, aspirations to get married again, or maybe sometime?
No, in fact, I am, thank God, very good friends with most of my husbands. But Barry, who myself and Barry got married there last year, but this song isn't about him. It was written 2 years before we met. But anyway, we've agreed that we're not going to ever get divorced. That way I can't rashly get married again. So that's quite good.
What is it about marriage? Because I've always felt like you and I were kindred spirits, reading about you. We've never met on through your music. But yeah, I've resisted getting married. Yeah. And I'll be frank, it's because in a way I think it's kind of dated. It's like you're still shackled, you're still somebody's goods and chattels, and it just kind of surprises me that you seem to go into it so readily.
I know, well I wouldn't again. I mean, look, it's just pretty stupid really, do you know what I mean?
How many times has it been?
4 times I've been married. But it was worth a shot. It was worth 4 shots, do you know what I mean? But I mean, to be fair now, you know, I'm extremely good friends, and best friends with like 2 of them, so that's quite successful really, do you know? Because it doesn't necessarily mean every relationship has to last forever, but I think when you do what I do for a living, that brings pressures on a marriage sometimes that it wouldn't wouldn't otherwise be there, like media pressure on your husband, or that kind of media interference in your loved ones' lives, things like that. It can be quite difficult. And then when you're a female like mine, the mother-in-law is always, like me rather, the mother-in-law is always a problem, because usually they they'd rather their sons were gay than be married to me. Anyway, they quite openly admit it as well.
Well, somebody who's managed to have a long career, in fact 50 years next year since she moved from her home to Nashville and got it all kick-started, is somebody I know that you admire as much as I do, which is Dolly Parton. What is it about her that you admire then?
Oh God, her voice. I mean, her voice is staggering. Like, growing up, like, I loved her. She's a very unusual voice. Nobody is like her before nor since, She's an incredible singer, like, just stupidly incredible. Like.
And for me, although I'm not a musician, she's a role model.
Yeah.
Because she's kept control over all her assets, her businesses, her talents.
Yeah.
Is that something you've tried to aspire
to? Well, yes. I guess I love her voice so much that I don't see anything else, if you know what I mean. Like, I love the idea of Dollywood. I always quite admire that. There's a great self-esteem in that. Do you know what I mean? But I can never really see anything but her voice. I love her, obviously love her movies, love her acting. There's nothing not to love about her. Yeah, but like nobody can sing like that.
Well, you were part of a tribute album to her.
Yeah.
And I thought we'd play that song.
Yeah, I got a really nice letter from her after it saying she really loved it, so that was great. I gave the letter to my stepmother because she's such a huge Dolly Parton fan. She nearly freaked out. She has it framed on the wall at home. So.
Well, here it is then.
With another, and my pain is so dreadfully sharp. I picture you with her and shudder. It's like a so often, like a knife or a poisonous dart. I would be better off in my coffin, yes, like a dagger through my heart. Oh, I know I
Dagger in the Heart, Sinead O'Connor's version, written by Dolly Parton, Sinead's tribute. Now, I want to ask you, because last week on the show we were talking about image in music, because we started off with a flock of seagulls who are known for their hairstyles as much as anything else. Have you ever been tempted to put your goods in the shop window in the same way Dolly has?
Well, I certainly have. I mean, I kind of wish I had when I was younger, but see, I was Irish and we were brought up in the age that I was brought up to believe, of course, it was a mortal sin to show any flesh or
guilt,
or be at all sexy or any of these things. So, but I do. So when people often ask me what do I regret, it's the only thing I regret is that I didn't go around almost naked,
or at least a blonde wig.
There's a band called Bellfire that came out of Ireland, girl band, and I'm convinced the reason they didn't really succeed is they had too much clothes on. We were too Irish. You know, they were dressed from neck to toe, kind of thing. But yeah, totally. If I look like Rihanna, I'd be flashing everything. If I look like Dolly, I'd be flashing everything. Totally, absolutely. Yeah.
And what's about?
But I would want to be musically great to back it up.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
Someone like Dolly can get away with it because that's not all there is to her. In fact, you don't really notice. You go, yeah, Grant, she's got big boobs, but that's not what you really care about. Whereas some artists, you know, all they've got is big boobs, but they don't have any musical talent to back it up. They couldn't stand there in jeans and t-shirt and move anyone, but she can. You know what I mean?
So what do you think about women who dress like streetwalkers to sell very mediocre music?
Well, you know what, the way I feel about it is if you really do believe in freedom for women, then that you must understand those women have a right to dress or undress whatever way they like. But, you know, my only concern, like I live next door, for example, to a big nightclub, and you see these girls going in there 16, 17 with like nothing on, you know, and they could be hurt. There's nothing wrong with them dressing like that. The only worry is the world's a dangerous place and there's fellas around, and are they safe in the streets? But it's not feminism or female freedom to slag off other women because they wouldn't get away with it themselves because they don't look like Rihanna, which none of us do.
And what about putting your head above the parapet? Do you think that's cost you?
Well, I don't know, and I certainly have no regrets about it. Like the object of my game coming into the music business was, I really saw it as something like a bit of a chess game, you know, and that, you know, the object of my game was, could I get from one side of the board to the other and still be myself and still be true to my reasons for being in the music business, and also, I suppose, spiritually true to myself. Do you know what I mean? The music business can be a bit of a vampiric arena, as you know. Yes, you can do all the, what's the nice way to put it? But, you know, you can go around trying to please everyone as if you're in a popularity contest, and yeah, that might get you lots and lots of money, but that's not necessarily going to be keeping the contract that you made with yourself.
But you've been vindicated, haven't you, on more than one front? I mean, about the Vatican and Pope and the Catholic Church and the Magdalene laundries and everything else that you've spoken out about.
Oh, well, I don't really see it as me being vindicated. Like, my interest in that whole thing was that there was someone who was not being spoken for, and that was the Holy Spirit, for want of a better description, you know, that like the victims had some kind of voice, but they didn't for a long time, and I was interested in standing for them, but the character in it all that had absolutely no you know, voice was the Holy Spirit, so that was my involvement. So it's a question of that spirit being vindicated rather than, you know, but I think that has yet to happen actually, but I think the Pope stepping down is step one in the vindication of the Holy Spirit actually, you know.
And somebody did have a run-in with about Catholicism, somebody who's used it a lot in her music and videos, Madonna. You didn't exactly see eye to eye with her, did you?
Well, I never didn't get on with Madonna. I think she might have once or twice made remarks about how I looked or whatever, but otherwise, you know, but I would never certainly publicly say, if I had a row with someone like Madonna, which I didn't, I would say to their face what I felt, but I wouldn't publicly. But actually, I'm very, I have a great amount of respect for Madonna. I don't like people slagging her off, actually, or underrating her as a songwriter or whatever, you know. But anyway, no, there was never any bad vibes between us.
So who've you loved working with most? Because, you know, your biography it's like dropping names every sentence.
Geez, it's very hard to choose. I was talking to my producer about this the other day because I'm really one of the luckiest people to ever walk the earth. Every dream I ever had came true musically, and even dreams I never dared to dream came true, and it's really impossible to choose one. But if I had a gun held to my head to choose one, it would be the night I played in, I believe it was Brixton Academy, I'm not sure, it was some venue anyway, not too long ago, with Israel Vibration, who are fantastic, my favourite reggae band, Rasta band, and the lead singer held my hand all through it, and we did my favourite song with them, which is Prophet As Arise, and we did a couple of other songs too. But that is the moment I always remember. Like, there's zillions and zillions I got to work with all manner of people.
Yeah. And is there
But,
anybody left on the wish list? You know.
Oh God,
Yeah.
tons. Dre is someone I'd love to work with, obviously, but I don't think he even knows I exist. But I'm a bit of a whore for songs. I don't really care what style they are or who's doing them. Do you know what I mean? I just want to work as much as I can, you know.
What made me think you'd really made it, though, I wonder if you agree, finally, is when you were, I think it was meant to be, you were portrayed in Father Ted. I think
I think it was a mixture of me and Dolores O'Riordan, yeah.
All right, well, I thought it was,
It was supposed to be a mixture of the two of us, I think, yeah.
How's your bra?
Well, I have such wonderful boobs that I don't need a bra, so that must have been Dolores.
The strappy female rock star who turns up at the priests.
Yeah, was it the Golden Priest Award or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, no, as far as I
Claire
know,
Grogan, that's it.
funnily enough, one of my stepsisters used to go out with Graham Linehan, and she always says to me she's kicking herself because she remembers this was before he started writing. She stuck her head in the bedroom door one day and he says, "Oh, I'm writing a sitcom about priests," and she's like, "Yeah, loser," and she dumped him, and now she's raging because she didn't keep going with him. But I like Graham; he's a sweetheart.
Well, thanks for coming in. It's great to meet you. And I'm going to end now with a record that I used to love playing on Radio 1 back in the day when I did the evening show there. And I still love this.
Okay.
And I still don't know what it's about. So tell us, Sinead. Mandinka, what's going on there?
Do you know, it was inspired by the book Roots. I used to love that book Roots, and I saw the television series and everything, but the main character, Kunta Kinte, comes from a Mandinka tribe. So he's in some part of Africa, I can't remember where, but his tribe is Mandinka and their language is Mandinka and the whole thing. So that's really what it was inspired by. But again, it's a makey-uppy song. Just bits of it, the chorus and stuff like that is inspired by stuff like that, but it's just makey-uppy.
Oh, well, we'll enjoy it now with fresh ears, 25 years later. Great to meet you. Thanks for coming in. Good luck with what you're up to.
Thanks. You too.